Up with KREM begins now.
Good morning. Welcome to Up with KREM. It is 6 o'clock now. I'm Nicole Hernandez.
And I'm Tim Pham. We are calling for a weather impact alert day today because it is once again going to be very hot, upper 90s and 100s in certain areas. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick back with us this morning. Good morning, Thomas. Good to have you back, and you're getting right to work.
Yeah, it has been a busy morning here. Obviously, the heat has been poured on since this past weekend at 95 to 99 degrees since this last Sunday. Today, no exception there. In fact, we're still at the very top end of that scale, record-breaking heat, not to mention the air quality concerns and the red flag warnings, which are also issued for the inland Northwest. But the priority is the extreme heat. I'm going to say it's extreme because we've hit record-breaking temperatures. We have gotten to that 100-degree mark across most of the inland Northwest, though officially 99 the last 2 days here in Spokane. Right now it's 67 on a calm morning. If you want to take care of any outdoor activities or some early morning walk or exercise, now's the time to do it before we get to that extreme heat by the afternoon. At 99 degrees for the third straight day, it is going to be a third straight day of record-breaking temperatures.
This morning, we are under that weather impact alert mode for dangerously hot weather. A warning about the heat from AAA Idaho: don't leave your kids or pets in your vehicle. On average, one child dies every 7 days from being left in a hot car. AAA suggests leaving your phone in the back seat or near your child as a reminder to look before you leave.
It's also important to teach your children how to unbuckle their car seat, turn flashers on, and honk the horn in case of emergencies. Also, keep your car locked while at home with keys and fobs out of reach from kids.
Here's a live look at the traffic impact this morning from I-90 in Spokane Valley. Right now, traffic looking great, moving great in both directions. No issues to report at this hour. We'll keep a close eye on traffic throughout the morning, let you know if there's any slowdowns. Again, remember, don't forget, many people getting back into the routine this week with back to school, so there may be more traffic volumes on our freeways, interstates, and especially on the arterials. This morning, we are tracking several new wildfires across the inland Northwest.
So first, the rattlesnake fire in Ferry County. A lightning strike sparked this fire yesterday afternoon near the Colville Reservation. DNR says this fire has already burned over 4,000 acres and is 0% contained. There are level 2 get set evacuations for homes along 9 Mile and Hell's Gate roads. As of right now, crews say they have not lost any structures. Today, they will work on building up containment lines.
Staying in Ferry County, the Katy Creek fire has burned more than 400 acres near Kettle Falls. Local emergency officials issued a level 1 evacuation advisory in place for areas between Nancy Creek and Deadman Creek Road.
There's also the Crown Creek fire. This morning, there are still level 1, 2, and 3 evacuations for people living just south of Northport. In some spots, crews upgraded the evacuation orders. There are now level 3 orders for people living south of Hawks Road. There is an evacuation shelter open at the American Legion post in Kettle Falls. As for the fire, it has burned about 4,400 acres, and crews say it is still 0% contained. And last, the Black Hawk Mountain fire. The total burn for that fire is still just under 400 acres, and it is still 0% contained.
An Oregon firefighter faces an uncertain future after being detained by Border Patrol while battling a wildfire on Washington's Olympic Peninsula. Jose Cruz Estrada is currently being held at the ICE detention facility in Tacoma. His brother says he worked for a company helping cut trees. Last Wednesday, Border Patrol agents showed up asking for documentation. Cruz Estrada and another man were found to be in the country illegally. Both lived in Oregon. His family says they are still awaiting answers for what will happen next. They fear he could be deported again.
Since he's been back, I've seen him differently. I mean, the first thing he almost did was create his own business. Secondly, I can find people to attest that, I mean, he hasn't been in the same activities as before.
Cruz Estrada has a criminal history. In 2013, he was arrested and charged with racketeering, delivery of meth, and conspiracy to commit a felony. He's been deported to Mexico before. He tried to return through Texas, and after being detained for 7 months, he was deported again.
The Coeur d'Alene City Council signed off on a new contract to create a training facility for Coeur d'Alene police. They're working with the Coeur d'Alene Structures Incorporated, giving them about $129,000 to start setting up the new facility. The council made this decision at their meeting last night. A lot of officers were there in support and said they're looking forward to what the new place will do for the department. The state of Washington has the most deadly wrong-way crashes in the nation. Between 2017 and 2022, Washington State Patrol says there was almost 500 wrong-way collisions.
So a new study found 8% of fatal crashes were because of wrong-way drivers, but WashDOT is working to change that. This summer, they have installed new detection systems at 4 high-risk freeway ramps in Clark County. There are 2 detection zones. The first activates flashing lights on wrong-way signs to hopefully get the driver's attention. But if the driver continues, WashDOT is able to jump into action.
We already know where it's at. We get an email with the actual video of the car traveling the wrong direction, and we're able to pull up our cameras and track the movement of the vehicle in real time with instant notification to law enforcement.
The instant alerts can help shave minutes of response times and potentially save lives. WashDOT is reminding drivers to be responsible and stay alert.
New this morning, an ongoing strike by heavy equipment operators means many road projects around eastern Washington are on hold or pushed until next year.
Even the city of Spokane is feeling the effect. KREM 2's Christian Garza joining us now live with an update on what this means for some of our local projects. Good morning, Christian.
Yeah, good morning, Tim and Nicole. That's right. Right now, the Rockwood construction project here on Rockwood Boulevard, crews are doing everything they can to work around this strike. We have a map really quick of this construction zone, actually. The project near the Sacred Heart Medical Center and Children's Hospital is meant to redesign the intersection of Rockwood Boulevard, Cowley Street, and 10th Avenue. Now, on top of that, utility work will also be done to replace outdated water pipes and repair a section of the sewer. Now, this project was originally set to be finished by mid-October, but that is all subject to change with this ongoing labor strike. Since August 12th, the International Union of Operating Engineers authorized an economic stand-down affecting hot asphalt paving operations throughout the region. Kirsten Davis, the communications manager for the City of Spokane Public Works, says crews are doing what they can to work around this issue, but they're still taking things day by day.
The challenge is with getting the hot mix asphalt, but a lot of these projects have other work that can be done with concrete and other things. So, for example, with the Rockwood project, we're starting with that concrete work. We're not going to actually grind that up to replace it with asphalt until the strike is over, which could push it into next year depending on when that happens or what the season looks like.
Davis says as crews begin to finish what they can on these projects, the goal is to open the roads and sidewalks for local access. The City of Spokane says it will update the community not just on the progress for this project, but all other projects around the community on their website and social media platforms. Davis says if this strike continues, they will be forced to push these projects back into next year, which will then cause a domino effect because the city already has projects lined up for next year. In Spokane, Christian Garza, KREM 2 News.
Thank you, Christian. So we also have an update from WashDOT about which projects the union strike is delaying. There are several projects that were supposed to be done by this fall or winter, but now won't be done until next spring. Here's a look at some of those projects WashDOT says are delayed. One is the North Spokane Corridor River Crossing. It was again supposed to be done this December, but may be pushed back until spring. Also, the paving project on Highway 395 from Hafer to Chewelah, it was supposed to wrap up next month, but now won't be done until next spring as well. Also on 395, road paving from Chewelah to Immel is delayed until next year. And on Highway 195 from State Route 27 to Babbitt Road, this is down by Pullman. This project, which was supposed to wrap up this fall, is again delayed until spring. Now, those are the main projects, but WashDOT says at least 3 others could have delayed starts or could still need minor work to be finished.
Well, we've hit our hottest days of the entire year this week. Sometimes we look to the nighttime and early morning hours to get a bit of relief. Mixed results temperature-wise right now, with some spots in the 50s, some in the 60s, others still very warm and in the 70s. Looks like Ritzville, one of the warmest spots at 74 degrees, as we are officially 1 minute away to sunrise. That's right, sunrise is at 6:11 in Spokane. So once that sun comes up, it's all uphill again from here. Record heat for the third straight day at 99 degrees, with a handful of locations very easily going to be topping 100 degrees today.